We're moving to a new millennium now, the 2000s.
So much happened when we jumped into this new decade. Y2K, remember waiting to see if the computers crashed at midnight on January 1st, 2000?
Yeah, and there was Florida in the 2000 presidential election. The state's hanging Chad voting system really jump-started the era of questioning ballots.
But when we focus in on Central Florida, there's one story from the 2000s that to this day will get people going. One of the most talked about criminal cases in Florida history. Casey Anthony.
This is Orange County Utilities Emergency Dispatch. We found a human skull.
In the summer of 2008, the disappearance of 2-year-old Kaylee Anthony sparked a media frenzy. First here in Orlando.
Searching for a beautiful 3-year-old Florida girl.
Then across the country. Kaylee was reported missing on July 15th, a month after she was last seen. For weeks, questions surrounded her mother, Casey Anthony. Why she waited 31 days to report Kaylee missing and what really happened during that time. The case quickly became a real-life soap opera. Some of the key players include Casey, her parents George and Cindy Anthony, and then there was Zanny the nanny, Zenaida Gonzalez, an innocent woman Casey said had been babysitting Kaylee the night she disappeared while Casey was clubbing. The story dominated our news for months, and then there was the 911 call heard around the world.
There's something wrong. I found my daughter's car today, and it smells like there's been a dead body in the damn car.
That's Cindy Anthony calling police to report her daughter's car. Samples taken from the trunk showed possible traces of human remains.
You'll be looking at the ground. Make sure you see anything.
Searches took place all across Orlando for Kaylee. Law enforcement, private search teams, even volunteers. But on December 11th, 2008, it was a meter reader named Roy Kronk who found what remained of the missing girl just down the street from her grandparents' home.
Noticed something that looked white, and there was, I don't know what it is. I'm not telling you it's Kaylee or anything of that nature.
WESH 2 was there when Casey was taken into custody and charged with Kaylee's murder. The spectacle would continue for another 2 years leading up to Casey's trial, with a jury brought in from the Tampa area to hear the case.
You will have no trouble concluding.
WESH 2 provided wall-to-wall coverage of the case from the Orange County Courthouse.
Murdered by her mother.
Prosecutors painted Casey as a young woman who grew tired of motherhood and suffocated her daughter using chloroform and duct tape.
She has a presumption of innocence. She is innocent until or unless proven guilty.
Attorney Jose Baez, a relatively unknown lawyer from Osceola County, became a household name defending Casey. The trial was just as wild as the investigation of Kaylee's death. In opening statements, Baez told the court Kaylee had drowned in the family swimming pool and grandfather George disposed of her child's body to cover it up. The trial lasted just 6 weeks, and after just 10 hours of deliberations, the jury delivered a stunning verdict.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
The country was left divided as Casey Anthony was acquitted of murder, but found guilty on lesser charges of lying to law enforcement. Jurors would later say the state didn't prove its case.
She's young and cute. If you're young and cute in America, you can get away with murder.
The reaction was immediate and emotional, with protests and outrage spreading across Central Florida and beyond. After the trial, the spotlight continued on Casey, but to this day, the murder of Kaylee Anthony remains unsolved.